So guys, welcome back to the channel. We are finally back, and today we have a brand new car. Well, it was actually released yesterday, but this is it right here. Now I'm going to definitely butcher the name of this car, but I think it's like the Penaud La Coureuse or something. It sounds pretty French or something like that, and as you can see, it looks absolutely crazy. I'm actually really impressed with this one. The design from Rockstar is actually really good, pretty new, pretty innovative, you know, looks different from anything else we have in the game. And if you were wondering, it's based off a Renault R5 Turbo, and it's a newer version. It's a concept car, and it looks really crazy. But in today's video, we are going to be checking it out by driving it about, customizing it, and just giving it an overall review at the end. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, smash the like button, and let's just get straight into the customization segment of this video. Now we are actually at the agency right now because there are many tech upgrades for this vehicle as well. So let's just max out the brakes. We have a little bit of money here. So let's start off with the front bumper. So let's just go down for the options and see what we are going to pick. Now I'm pretty sure this is going to be an extreme looking car because it already has this absolutely massive rear wing, almost like a picnic bench at the back, and this absolutely massive rear bumper. So I think we're gonna go with like something carbony, like the carbon GT bumper. I think that's what we are gonna go with. Quite a lot of different options here, which is pretty nice. Then for the rear bumper, I think we're also gonna go for something carbon, not the sticker bomb, yep, the carbon stock bumper. A shame they didn't make anything even more extreme for this rear bumper. I think this is a little bit lazy, but whatever, who cares? Already looks crazy enough. Then for the engine, we're gonna max that bad boy out, and now we're gonna come down to the hood. Now this one's probably actually gonna be pretty important. Currently with the stock hood, it looks quite nice with this black part in the middle, and there's definitely quite a lot of definition for the hood, lots of different angles and depth, whatnot. So let's come down. So we've got the secondary hood, which changes it to all black. Actually looks really cool. It's the bit on the front, like the vents and everything, are not as defined, but it still looks pretty nice. Then for the carbon hood, that actually looks really good. I really like that, especially with the headlights poking out there. We've got the sticker bomb one. Obviously we're not going to be going for that. Got this primary plastic trim. Okay, secondary, got the carbon plastic trim. I think we're definitely going to go for something with carbon because that actually looks the best. Yeah, like something like the carbon inset vented hood looks pretty good. Still got quite a few options to go. Got this carbon one as well with the big huge vent, in fact, on that, taking up basically the whole middle section. Then we got this racing hood, and I think that will be the final hood. No, primary GT hood. That looks really cool. That definitely looks cool. And that is all the options we have. Now I think we're just going to go with the most extreme option, which is the carbon GT hood. We're going to pop that one on right there. Then for the Imani Tech, we're obviously going to go with the missile lock-on jammer, and then go down for, yeah, that's all we have, yeah, okay. And then for the lights, we're just going to add some xenon lights, and we might add some of the neon kits afterwards, after we've done all the coloring and wheels and etc. Next, for the livery, this one could be a make or break for the overall looks of this car. So we have this white, thick racing stripe going down the middle, looks okay, especially on that black carbon there. Then we've got some French racing stripes, actually looks pretty cool. Then we've got the name of the car and then race. I'm not going to try to pronounce that again, that Penaud or whatever. This one isn't too good. Then we have the Redwood racing livery. That just simply is terrible, especially on the front of that carbon, looks dreadful. Then we've got the Le Coureuse like pattern. It's like a zebra pattern almost. Oh no, it just looks like a maze of some sort. That one looks okay. So we only have a few to go with. I think we're actually going to go with that French racing stripe one and maybe match these like side panels with it, and I think it will look pretty cool. Just you'll need to trust the process with this one. Then I'm going to come down to the mirrors, and the stock mirrors are actually really unique. They almost look like cameras rather than actual mirrors. Yeah, they're little, you can see right there, there's a little dot. That's actually a camera. That is pretty nice. Then if we're going to just quickly go through some of these options, you've got the plastic street mirrors. I think we're going to go for, is that all the ones we can choose from? I think we're going to go for the carbon street mirrors. Those actually look good. I'm not a huge fan of them like dangling down like that. I actually think looking like this makes the car look quite a lot better. The profile is definitely better from the front here. So we've already made quite a few changes, but for the plate, I think we're going to make it black just because, you know, why not make it clean? So opium car. Then for the color, chrome actually looks quite cool on this. Yeah, actually looks really nice. But we're gonna go straight to the metallic colors. So we could go with something like black, and that would it's a safe option. Let's be real. And then we've got the stripe, and it automatically looks good. Or are we gonna go for a more adventurous color? Maybe something like a red and orange. Not too sure. We'll go down to blue and see if blue looks good with a racing stripe. Not doesn't look great, to be honest. I think we're gonna have to go safe here with either a silver or a black. Now I think actually we're gonna go up to, yeah, we're just gonna go for black on the sides there, and then we're gonna add a pearlescent for it. I think we're gonna do like a pearlescent blue or something, or a red. Actually, the pearlescent red looks pretty nice. Now we're gonna go for the blue. We're gonna stick with it. We're gonna go for the blue. We're gonna do just standard blue. That actually looks pretty nice. Got a little shimmer with the light and everything. Yeah. Looks pretty nice. Then for the secondary color, what does that actually change? Changes these bits here. Now this actually could be maybe something we can experiment with. Maybe like a light gray. That actually looks quite cool. White is too defined. That's too in your face. So is the blue. But I think if we actually went for something like maybe like the gray. Then we're gonna go with a gray there. That actually looks pretty nice. And then we're gonna go down to the trim. Gonna add like maybe a silvery trim. Oh, I didn't even notice the interior. Actually looks really nice with this almost, well, I mean, it looks nice. Looks like the inside of a bus with that like seat pattern. Moving on to the roll cage, I think we're just gonna go for the most extreme option, which is the padded cage with the sports seats. Let's go for that. What's the difference between that and the normal one? Not too much, apart from the, well, I mean, not too much apart from the massive full roll cage in the car, but whatever. Then for the roof, I think we're actually gonna go with the primary roof. The gray doesn't look that great on the top, so I think we're gonna go with either a primary or a carbon hood. I think that's what we're gonna go with. So we've got carbon roof rack. I don't think we're gonna go with a roof rack. We could go for something like a scoop. Like this scoop actually looks really cool. Well, I also adds a lip on the back, I think, as well. That's cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna go. Ooh, that's another really nice one. We're gonna go with the most extreme option again, the carbon GT roof scoop. And still, you've got the stripe on the top as well. Not too bad. Then coming down to the skirts, surely it can't be any more extreme than it already is. Okay, so let's continue going through some of the options here. We've got quite a few more extreme ones. This actually fills in the whole side of the skirt here, the side of the car. I think this like plated one is actually really nice. Do they have a carbon version of it? They don't actually have any carbon versions of any of these. It's like, that's fucking stupid. But anyway, that's not a big deal. We'll go with the primary plated vent skirt. Now, actually, I'm really impressed with some of these customization options that we've really changed the look of this car completely. Gonna head down to the spoiler. I'm gonna see if we can get maybe an even bigger one. Well, there's the carbon variant of the stock spoiler. I think if there is anything better, that's what we will just go with, because you know it's carbon. We've got this one right here, the primary roof wing. This looks absolutely terrible, and if you pick this, then you are an idiot. So let's see, got this drift wing as well. Don't know why you'd be drifting with a car like this, but you know, whatever. Then we've got the primary drift wing. Actually adds a little shine. That one's not too bad. Then we've got the competition wing, which is just bolted on there. That one's, you know, that one's not too bad. And then we've got this GT wing, which, you know, that doesn't look too bad. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That doesn't look bad. I'm gonna have to compare it to the original one. Now, that's the original wing, and that is the, well, that's the carbon version. I mean, from the back, this looks better with the carbon with the GT wing, but from like the front profile, the bigger one looks better. I think we're gonna go with the big, just the carbon stock spoiler. Maybe we'll change it at the end. I'm not entirely sure. Then for the sun strips, I don't think we're going to go with anything, although the unmatched like sun strip goes so hard on quite a lot of cars. Like even the power metal one, that actually is quite cool, but we're going to keep it off there, and we're going to head down to suspension, and we're just going to add the competition suspension for this, because you know it already looks like a race car. So what does this one change? The full primary trunk. Now I'm guessing this will probably fill in the back window. Yep, adds those like louvers and stuff. This one is probably fairly simple. I think we're just gonna go with the full carbon trunk. Yeah, that's the easy option. We'll just go for the full carbon trunk. Can't really be bothered dealing with these like random striped louver things on the back. Heading down to the wheels. Now, I really wish Rockstar would just let us customize these stock wheels on the car, because the ones on these cars, the turbos with this bit in the middle, they wouldn't be very good on many other cars, but on this car, they look really good. So let's see if there is anything that could work with this. Now, these sort of filled in ones, like the rally throwbacks and the gravel traps, these actually don't look too bad. It might not be too difficult to find wheels for this car. Now, ones like these 90 runners, these JDM wheels, they're not going to look good. It's going to be difficult to really match them with this car. So I think it's going to be something like either the turbofans, or when we go back to the start, something like the rally throwbacks. But we're also going to check the sports tire to see if there's anything in the sports section that might work before we inevitably make our decision. Probably go with those rally throwbacks or whatever. Yeah, so we'll check one more section. We'll check the high-end section, see if there's anything there. And yeah, there definitely won't be. So let's just head back down to track, and I think we're going to go with maybe it's between the gravel traps, the stove top, with the mesh maybe. Yeah, I think we're going to go with these ones, we'll go with the rally throwback wheels for 35,000. What an absolute con. Okay, so next on to the color of the wheels. I think, well, we're not going to make it look too French, like, you know, because we're not a huge fan of the French people. Only a joke, but, you know, there's history there. Anyway, we're going to go with the black wheels, I think. Just go full black, black on black on black. And I think that actually does look pretty nice. Then for the tires, I think we are gonna go, but we'll just go with the stock tires. Can't really be bothered messing about with that. Then we're gonna add some bulletproof on those tires, and then some black tire smoke to just finish off this clean build. Then for the windows, I think we're gonna go full black. And as you can see, this car is looking super Batmobile-y, very undercover. Can't even see our character through the window there. And that is the customization portion of this video complete. It had a Manitech, it has everything, and as you can see, guys, it just looks absolutely crazy. It is a really unique car, I will give you that, but I'm going to drive it about for a few minutes, just test out on different surfaces and whatnot, and drive it about the city, and give you an overall just final conclusion about this vehicle. So I will see you guys when I have driven this car about for a little while. I think I have came to a good conclusion about this brand new car, and I would actually say it's really positive, and I'm really enjoying driving this car about Los Santos. Now I'm pretty sure I haven't gone into the stats like online or anything like GTA based, but it feels really fast. The handling is okay. Now if you do step on the accelerator too hard, the car will do this like mini 360, but I'm pretty sure that's because the car is just so small and has so much power. But as you can see on the like little digital screen there, we're going 127 up to 130 miles an hour. Now I don't know why we have the police on us, but the braking for this car is also really nice. As you can see there, just swerving between the traffic is really easy with this car. Braking's good. Obviously this car is a bit smashed up because I was just like, you know, driving it about a bit and hitting into stuff, because I was actually really surprised about the speed. But even though it's smashed up and looks a bit shit at the moment, it looks pretty good with the livery. I'm pretty happy about the customization we did, because a lot of the times we actually do come out with some like top 10 worst customization of all time on some of our cars here, but you know, this one is actually pretty good, and I'm pretty happy how it turned out. And in terms of drip feed, we haven't got much. We got those like new like e-bikes or whatever added to like the pedal cycles website, which I guess is cool, but we haven't received that much in terms of drip feed. They are really stretching out this drip feed stuff, which is kind of fucking annoying. But this one right here is a really solid drip feed vehicle, and I think it's one of the best ones we have received so far. So if you did go on to enjoy this video, if you did enjoy it, then smash like button and subscribe. And like always, guys, take care everyone, and have a great day.